Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at Beat Scholar by Modalics. Incredible drum machine. Amazing. It can be as complex or as simple as you like. I'm going to get you, this is a getting started tutorial. So setting up, getting started so you understand how the app works, so you can navigate around it, stuff like that. Basically set it up to do whatever you like. This is a patch that I have made. I'm just going to quickly play this very quickly. Okay. So this is the kind of cool stuff you can do. It comes with loads and loads and loads of presets that you can play with. This is an init. I'm going to start with this init so I can explain the app to you. So you basically go in here, choose whichever preset you want. Say, for instance, this one. Okay, this is your sequencer page, by the way. So you've got 8/4, 8/4, 8/4, 8/4. You can change the time. I'll show you this all in the init preset, so it's going to make a lot more sense. Otherwise, this is going to get mind-bogglingly complicated quick. But yeah, you've got your sequencer page, and here you have your sound page. Well, like I said, we're going to get into that. I'm going to show you how you can randomize everything, how you can build up patterns, how you can set patterns, different patterns, and all sorts of cool stuff. Very simples. All right. Well, if you understand the basics, you'll see the logic of it. Okay. Otherwise, it will get confusing. So first of all, we'll click up here in our preset browser, and we'll just click init. And this will give us 144 bar. Okay. To look at your bars anytime, how many bars you've got going or whatever, you just click this AB button. You'll see it says bars, and you'll see there's just one bar. Okay. Click it again. This is patterns. There is only one pattern, and this is it. Okay, so one pattern, one bar. So bar one. So if we wanted to duplicate this, we can just go like this, because the duplication, to add in a new bar, we'll just add in a new 4/4. If this was something other than 4/4, for instance, let's change the time signature now. I'll show you how to do that. So if you wanted 3/4, you've got 4/4, right? If you wanted 3/4, you hold on this and you can drag it down to 3/4. Now you've got a 3/4. You can also change this as well, obviously, to the 2, 4, 8, I think, and 16. Okay, well, we're going to leave this on 4, and we're going to put this back onto 4/4. But you can see you can go 1/4. You can go bonkers, to be fair, all the way up to 32/4. Crazy, right? But good fun if you want to get mad. But that's how you change your time signature. All right. So let's change this to, say, like a 6/4. Okay. And now let's look at our bars again here, our AB, and you'll see it's a 6/4. If I plus this now, it's going to give us another 6/4 and another 6/4. So it's basically just going to copy what you've already got. Okay. And then you can go into this, which is this one here. Let's just close this out a sec. And then you could change this back to, say, 4/4. So you've got 6/4, 6/4, 4/4 now. And on you go, and you can add up tons and tons of these things, right? So we've got these 3 lanes. Let's close this out again, just so we see where we're at. So let me just check. Yeah. So now I'm going to just delete these. All right. Go back here. So now we're back to our 6/4, and I'm going to change this back to 4/4. You get a little context menu pop up if you hold it for long enough, but you know, don't need to worry about that. Now you see we've got 3 drums here, 3 lanes, if you like. We can add another one, another one, another one, another one. Loads and loads and loads of them. Let's go back. You can actually delete them here, but you'd have to start expanding them like this. 2-finger pinch to expand. Zoom in, zoom up like this. Let's just click back a bunch of times till we're left with just 4 this time. Okay. You can also zoom in and out here like this, with this plus and minus. Click on it. And this is where you can drill in, and this will make more sense when you're adding slices in. The little dots are called pizzas. Okay, so Modalics are called these pizzas. we've got a 4/4 pattern. We have our initial sounds down here. You can change these sounds out for anything you like. Let's just go into sequence into our sound a moment. You'll see here init. All right. So this is your initialized kit. And you'll see on this first and second snare here, excuse me, you have 2 samples per slot. And you can, let me just do this with my fingers. You can blend between those samples there. You can replace them there like this. And these are kind of, let me just cancel that a sec. These are kind of, if you've got snare selected, it will give you a bunch of snares. Okay, so for instance, this one, and then you can blend between the two of them, or you can swap them out like that. So you have your volume, gain, and all the rest of it here. So let's make this a little bit louder by putting some level on there, maybe some compression. And then you have left and right over here. I'm going to show you this when I've got something going in the pattern. So here is where you choose your kit. Okay, so if we go with acoustic power kit and this, we've now got and you'll notice the levels and things changing for the pan as we go. Right, okay. Just for, let's take this reverb off here as well. So there's not so much ringy reverb. You can also do multi-out as well, if you want to. We'll get into that in another one. I must say Gavin did a really good one, a really long tutorial, which covers everything basically. Bit loud that, isn't it? So, right, so we've got our sound, right? You can use this. If the lock button here, if you lock this, what happens is if you change pattern, the drum kit will stay the same. It's kind of self-explanatory. If you want the pattern and the drum kit to be related to the preset you save, I'll show you that as well. And then you have this lock off, and then each one will change. So watch now, if I go to this one here, pattern's changed, and also so has this. If we go to another one, this has changed, and so has the drum kit. So if we go back now, so let's go back to init. You'll see we're back to our basic initialized kit. So we'll go back to this one called Big Hitting. Or we could choose another one. Let's say we want some kind of electric kit or something. Some fun sounds in there. I'm just going to compress this a little bit so it's a bit louder, the kick. Okay. So this is going to be, this is fine. This is fine for the demo, right? So you get the idea. You can change any of these sounds that you select. You can change the pitch of them, the attack, the high pass filter, the cutoff, the resonance, reverb, blah, blah. If the reverb is a little bit juicy, there is a way to sort this out. If you go into init and go down to enable, see, this is a little bit fiddly as well, to be fair. Enable, but I'm using a mouse. Enable and switch off auxiliary, then it'll switch off all the effects here, and you'll effectively save some CPU. Okay. Let's go into our mix and turn this kit up a little bit, shall we? So we can hear it a little bit better. Okay. Right, so there are our sounds, and there's how we can adjust them. If we make a load of changes, or we decide to drop a sample in. We can drop samples in, or we can go here and change the sample. So if we wanted to change that out for something we have in on our files app, you can use this, or we can, like, I could go into here. I think if I go into something called Reflective from Dean Daughters, click on here and click on drums. Let's see, snares, claps and rims. I'm just gonna click on that, and now there we go. There's our clap number 2. This, right, you'll see this one shot here. If I switch one shot off, it's only going to ring out while I'm holding the pad down. If I just quickly tap it, it's not. But for the cymbal, you probably want that to ring out. Okay. Let's go and check out our... oh, yeah. Now we've made a few changes to this. We can either go in here and go save to menu, which is the same as doing this. We'll go here and we'll just call this, I'll just call it video test. Okay, video test done. And now video test is a new drum kit, and we can now find it in user there. Okay, because we've made a couple of changes. We put that new clap sound in, which I'm going to compress. Okie dokie. For now, we can switch this back on as well. So I'm going to bother us. So we can go into enable, switch auxiliary back on, and now we've got it back. So, right. Okay, let's go back to, oops, sorry guys. Let's go back to the sequencer now. Now, here's our 4/4, our initialized patch. Let's choose this drum and put one there, and let's get a snare. Put one there and one there. So let's get a hi-hat. Let me go back into sound a minute. Oh, let me stop this. It's weird. And let's put these hi-hats in here. Oh, I see. Yeah, you just are selecting sounds to put in. Usually you should be able to actually audition the sounds. There's a thing here that switch. Ah, there we go. I've switched them back on now. So if we go back, we can hear the sounds. Right now, so we've got these, right? Super basic. The cool thing about this is the pizzas are incredibly powerful. So if we want to spice up our hi-hat, in fact, let's add another lane as well. Actually, let's not. But let's just keep this simple so you can see what's going on. Here, where these numbers are, and they'll go up to about 40, this is the amount of slices that you can apply to any of these, right? So if I select 2 here and I tap on this, 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 and this, or if I undo what I've just done and just tap this, it will apply the slice to all of them. So now we can choose our instrument again, and sorry, must get back into drum and then put our slices in. And you know what's going to happen now, right? We're going to have the 8 hi-hats. Okay. If we are in slice and we drag up or down, we will change the slice amount. Okay, let's put that drum back in there. If we choose 4 or 5 here, we can do it like this. We can tap on it and it'll split it into 4. And this is also a good time to show you mirror. So if we select mirror here and then tap on this, it will mirror that pattern. So tap on it again. That's better. Okay, so you can see that that's what, and then you've got copy and paste, right? So if I split this one into, say, let's split this into something like, well, this one into six slices. Okay, if I choose my clap sound now, I can insert, let's go back to drum, sorry. I can insert clap into any of these as well. So now I can maybe choose this and put that in go back to drum and put that one in there. And if the velocity is too low, click on velocity and change the velocity. You literally just drag up and down. Okay, so then that changes the velocity of the actual hit that's in there. So now this will sound like this. Let's go back to the beginning. Go to drum. I'm going to take that one out. Well, I've replaced it actually with a kick or this. Well, I'm going to put this super. So you're getting the idea, right? This is how you build up your patterns, and you can go absolutely bonkers with these. Like I said, you know, you're not limited to one sound per track. If you like, you can mix and match, and you can have these split up to 40 times. Crazy amount, really. If I go into, say, slice this up a load, and then go, right, I'm gonna choose this, choose fill, tap on fill, it'll fill them all. Now we've got this mad ratchet. Okay. You wouldn't really want that many, I don't think. So we'll just tap on that again. I'm going to take that out as well. I'm going to just put some hats in various places here. Maybe a couple like that, so it may sound nice. So we could do something with the snare, maybe. We'll just choose that number 2 there. Actually, we'll choose 3. Have a triplet there on the snare. Split that like that. Choose our snare. Go to our drum. I could just go fill or just put them in. And now I've got a triplet on the snare. Okay. All right. And this one, I am going to set the slices to 4 or 3 there. Sorry. 4. And maybe put a couple of claps in there and there, like that. So that's how you build it up. And then, of course, you can go in and add stuff in. All right. While we're on this simplified page as well, I'm showing you the simple version of Beats Color before it gets overly complicated. If I'm showing you patterns and things, I want to show you the randomization. So let's see. Let's go back to an init. So we've just got these, and I'm just going to choose another kit. So go back to sequence, and I will choose a electro tight. Maybe something else. Let's see. This one. Let's go back to sequence again. I'm gonna put some basic stuff in here. And show you some cool stuff now. Okay, let's play. Okay. If we tap on randomization, it opens this other menu. Okay. And you'll notice what happens is you'll see here, this will change to arrows pointing forward. So you've got these arrows pointing forward. You also have little things that switch things on and off. right? So for instance, if I switch this off, and the velocity range off, and leave drum selection on, and just tap one drum, nothing seems to be occurring there. Not sure why that is. Let's do that. Okay, don't know. Let's choose all. Oh, here we go. Now you'll see that the drums are randomizing. Let's clear it again and choose all. Oh, I see. Right. So you can, let's clear this and let's just choose the range of randomization between these two. So now it'll only randomize between the drums that you choose. So we could, and if I put a couple more drums in here and go back to our randomization options, you see I've got a few drums. Let's choose all, and now you'll see some variation of the drums that have been selected. Okay. And this will apply also to, if we go to, say, slice, and we slice this into 6 and this into 6, and then we go back to our randomization all, you'll see that these will also get randomized as well. And actually, I can put some more drums in here like this. Could have just chose fill. And now if I go to my randomization for my drums, you'll see that they'll get all sorts of cool stuff going on. And this would sound something mad. Okay. So you can do all sorts of cool stuff like that with the drums, but you also have beat slicing randomization as well. So let's just initialize the patch, go to our beat slicing. Let's change our drum selection off. Let's put some drums in. Actually, let's just put a few kicks in, some hi-hats, couple of rim shots, I guess. And we go to our randomization again here. Let's play this. It's super easy. This time we'll make sure drums off. Let's switch beat slicing on, and 2, 4, and 8. This is going to be the range of the beat slicing. It's either going to be 2, it's going to be a 4, or it's going to be an 8. We can do the whole row like this, and you'll see that it's either 2, 4, or an 8. Or we can just choose, you should be able to just choose, there we go. You should just be able to choose 1, that's it, yeah. And that's the beat slicing. And then you also have step trigger randomization. So fill empty will kind of start filling up the empty gaps, but you could do it like that. It's not going to make any difference now, of course. Switch fill empty off, and then we can further randomize with an amount set by the chance in the space, and then velocity, which is no point in me showing you velocity because, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so that's kind of the basics of how you program it. And like I said, after this, after you've got something like an init, and we've put some, sorry, I'll just put some kicks in, and a couple of snares, and a couple of hi-hats again. And in fact, what I will do is, I think, just split these like this and have these play this, so it's a bit simpler. Okay. Like I said, once you've got something basic like that, you can then add in more lanes, or then you can go into your this now, and we can go, well, okay, well, let's just duplicate that. And now we've got another blank pattern, but you can copy this. So let's do this, right? You can go, okay, and it'll copy it for you. So now you've got two identical ones. Now, you, like I said, you can add loads and loads and loads. There's 2 bars now. Now I've added more bits and still just one pattern. Okay, so just got one pattern. If you add another pattern here, B, it'll give you a 4/4 completely blank, and then you could put some stuff in randomly if you like, I suppose. If we go back here now and play, just get rid of a few of these. We go to B. Quantization here is how fast your pattern will change. Okay, so at the moment it's going to change every bar. But you can set it to change virtually on the beat, you know. But we'll leave it on there. Okay. Like I said, once you've got this set like this, you can then start to, let's just close our pattern and thing. You can make adjustments to the second one. So you could go, make sure I'm on drum, put that tom in there. Put that cymbal in here. Okay. Right, so like I said, we can duplicate a pattern, okay, hit from here as well if we want to, or we could just, you know, do it the normal way. We could go here and we could add in another instance. So let's do that. Let's add in this instance here, okay, and let's do something with that. So let's exit the pattern thing here so we can see what's going on. Now with this one, we're going to change this. Let's change this to 4/2. I wish I wouldn't do that right. 4/2. 4/8. No, 4/8. Sorry, I want to be faster. 4/2 be slower. And I'm just going to put in a couple of kicks here, a couple of claps here. In fact, I'm going to do a few cool things. I'm just going to fill in those claps like that. Maybe put in this here. Now these are going to run along, and this is going to run twice as fast, right? Now at any time we want, this pattern and this drum, these are both in it, right? Let's change the kit. Let's change the kit out. Let's save that pattern with something. So let's just go in here, go save to menu. In fact, let me just, I wonder, let me just undo that. I wonder if this is something I didn't actually consider. If I go in here, go into the sound page, and this, because I can save this init kit, the init, I better call it something better. I'm just going to save this to menu and call it, let's just call it more testing. Just for something. So I've got more testing here, and I've got this acoustic power kit. I wonder if I use this save, it'll save both this and this. Let's try that, shall we? So let's just call this, flipping heck, I don't know. The pause button, because I can't think of anything else. So I've got the, no, it's just saved the kit. So the kit and more testing, right? So if I go into another thing now called bubbles, or this, whatever it is, let's see. Okay, let's go into my user and put in more testing. There's my pattern, and what's my, yeah, I remembered it, excellent stuff. So here we are with our pattern. All right, awesome. Now I'm going to show you how to record it. Okay, let's just minimize this. I have this running in Cubases, runs great in Cubases, bit iffy in Logic, but there you go, might get fixed. I think it's more down to I have no idea. Anyway, forget this and the thing. I'm just going to record. I'm not going to even bother switching the metronome on. We're just going to record in. Let's open it up a little bit. We're just going to record this sequence for as long as we want it to record, and every now and then I might, just for fun, change this out so you get an idea. Now this is important stuff. Let's just hit record, and it will record. We're going to see it record in the sequencer here. I'm going to change this. It's another one of mine. And I'm going to go back again, right? Now stop, right? It's not a good idea now to play back that MIDI right away. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of it. Go all the way back here. Because what's going to happen is it's going to trigger this again. All right? And there's a couple of caveats here I need to show you. You can freeze this, of course, and then you can just play it. It will play exactly as it was recorded, except the kit. The kit will be the same. This is what the kits I don't think will change. As if I froze that now, it would just stay on whichever kit it ended up on, which is our, I think, acoustic power kit, right? If I want this to play, I need to go into Beat Scholar. I need to open it up full screen so you can see. Go into here, go into it, enable, and switch the sequencer off, and you'll see it'll black out. This is because now what's going to happen is the MIDI we have here will trigger Beat Scholar. Okay, so. But it will not change the kit. It will keep it on the acoustic power kit. I don't know. You could probably change the kit if you set up some kind of mad MIDI routing, but it's way beyond my pay grade, that is. However, if I wanted to do that, I'd basically just set up 2 Beat Scholars and record the bits on the verse on one channel. And if I wanted to change the drum sound. However, what you can do at this point is go into Beat Scholar and change this kit for anything you like. So we'll go into kit here and we will change this to my TSTR, where are we here? User kit, my TSTR 1 kit, which has got this. That's an impact from Electronic Sounds as well. Change some of these up. And now that entire pattern will play with my TSTR1 kit. So like this. Okay, so that's how you do it. And then when you're finished, obviously the sound, you can change this now MIDI. You can use another drum kit. You can use one of Cubase's drum kits if you want, or whatever you like. It's now just MIDI. Anyway, there you go. That is the basics of Beat Scholar. I mean, and I really mean the basics. I am going to delete this MIDI, by the way, because I now want to play you some other stuff. But let me just expand this to full screen. So I think you'll agree that it's mind-bogglingly powerful stuff, this is. And once you get your head round the sequencer, I better switch that back on as well, but nice. Go to enable, switch the sequencer back on. Once you get your head round how that works, you're in for an absolute world of fun. You can do some crazy time signature changes and time signature changes. So it's epic stuff. And of course, like I said, you can expand, you can move this stuff along. So you could say, oh, I need to get closer into this one, or expand that one. It's great. It's great. It gives you loads of control. A few things that are a bit like, these are a little bit tricky sometimes, you know, but you know, it doesn't really, you get used to it. And I'm sure there'll be fixes and improvements along the way. But I hope you found this helpful, and I hope it give you an idea. One more very quick init patch setup. Let's just bring all this back into focus. Just to recap, select the drum, add it to a pizza. There, okay. Tap it again to remove it. If you want to slice something, you can either hit slice mode, hold, drag up and down like that, or choose a number and tap that like that. If you want to do the whole row, let's choose 9. So we can slice all these up to 9. You do that, okay. And then you can choose, I think, go back, make sure you're on drum. Choose a sound, put it wherever you like, in any of these slices, anywhere. Doesn't really matter. Don't forget, you can just add more and more of them. You can change up so we're on 3/4 now, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4. We could go 7/8. Let's do 7/8. Let's put a kick in here. Let's put in some shakers. In fact, let's split that there. Don't forget, you can put something. So go to drum, and then put that there like that. In fact, let's slice that up to, say, triplets, and let's just use our fill tool this time to fill them all. And now you've got this kind of, and then don't forget, you can go in, you can duplicate your bars, you can make new patterns. So you may want to make a fill. Then, you know, you can choose all your cool randomization options like we had a look at. So yeah, it's brilliant stuff. I'm going to end this video by playing with some of the preset built-in patches that you can listen to and enjoy, and just use them if you want to, if this is the kind of thing you want to do. So we're going to bring our volume back up a little bit, I guess, and have a listen to some of the cool patches that you get built in. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, strike that like. Consider making a super chat or a super sticker. Very much appreciated by me and Joe. I'm going to fill this in here. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Ta-ra. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Don't forget, you can also just lock the kit and change the sequence.